Hello there guys, it's me, Unstable Voltage, and welcome back to episode 4 of Crusader Kings 2 on our second attempt here at trying to form the Empire of Britannia. Definitely really want to get this done this time. The Grand Hunt is now over. That was truly a noble endeavour and a true challenge of our martial abilities. Gained some prestige, didn't really give us an awful lot else. Is it too late to get a feast? No, it is not. Let's go ahead and spend more money that we don't really need to. I don't really want to throw away all my money. I'm supposed to be trying to save it up. But it's always nice to get the opinion and to get the prestige and stuff like that. We don't want to spend too lavishly on the food. We'll invite all of our vassals. Hopefully they'll all turn up. We have a marriage offer from the King of Pickland. And he wants to marry off one of his commanders to my daughter. I guess there isn't... No, she's my courtier, not my daughter. Well, yeah, that's fine. I'm not bothered about that. Obviously, she's in my court, so he has to ask my permission. Of course, at some point, we will be going for his territory, but not for a little while yet. 15 prestige there. What have you got going on? Oh, wow. Earl Cuthbert. Earl Cuthbert's opinion of King Unstable changes by 100, friend. So we become great friends. That is quite good. You're the mayor of Nottingham. Brilliant. Pay me more taxes. This is very good, isn't it? This is the bishop. The Bishop of Leicester cut the throat of one of my servants when the clumsy man spilled wine over his garb. I mean, I suppose, you know, wine is probably quite difficult to get out of holy robes, but still. Now, do we already have the trait just? We do not. Now, this guy does actually like us. His opinion of me is 100. And I believe he's one of the people actually paying taxes. Let's just double check. No, he isn't paying taxes because he likes the Pope more than he likes me. Let's imprison him and we'll get the trait just. Some people also like us more... Son Oswald, right, we'll deal with these things in order because we will end up now with a new bishop here. If we go ahead and have a look now at the Bishopric of Newstead and click on the right button, oh, yeah, he's still him, but he's in prison. Obviously, he doesn't like us now. But we've already gained the trait just. We could ransom him or release him. He actually has enough money to allow us to ransom him back to himself, so let's just go and do that. So we've now got the trait just anyway. So that's brilliant. Gives us more stewardship, it gives us more learning, more vassal opinion. That's all good stuff all the way around, so we like that. So my son Oswald is modest and humble, never showing off or bragging. Now you are the one who is no longer our heir. We can give you humble. You already have humble. So as you can see, humble is one of the virtues. It's the 7th virtue. But there's also proud, which is also the 7th virtue. You probably can't tell because the numbers are small. Wrath is the 5th sin. So you can't be humble and proud at the same time. They're mutually exclusive. So it's one or the other. I think, well, he's already humble. There's no point in being anything else. We might as well just have him... 10% chance that he would become wrath. Wrath and humble could be quite good. But there again, he could also just lose the humble and become proud. We'll give it a go. It actually works. We got the preferred outcome. So he still gains his humble, but he also gains wrath as well. Now, as I said, he isn't really our heir, because he's not the one that we're voting for right now. But it'll still make him useful later on if we need to use him. So that bishop is now out of prison. He probably really hates us now, which is completely understandable. Invite some people. We're doing very well all the way along here. There's a lot of people that really, really like us in the realm. So things are generally good. Can't complain about that too much. What we do need to do is saddle my horse. And you guy down here in Middlesex, you do your job. So, Beortric asks, why did you let off that peasant accused from poaching? So this is our son that will probably be our king. Also, at the moment, he's ill. He's 13 years old and he's ill. Hopefully he doesn't die. I mean, we can vote for somebody else, but he's decent at the moment. So we can give him a 70% chance to become kind and a 30% chance to become just. Now, he is already kind. Well, he's charitable. A good deed in a day keeps a man happy. So there's a 70% chance for him to be kind and a 30% chance for him to become arbitrary. Well, we don't want him to become arbitrary. We'd like him to become either kind or just. And he has become just, which is really nice. Increases his stewardship and his learning. That is all really, really good. I just hope he pulls through from that illness. We'll just go ahead and just set him a special interest. Just so... why are my characters of special interest not showing on the outliner? Boop. There we go. We'll keep our eye on him down there. Just make sure he doesn't pop his clogs. Almost up to 600 prestige now. This time that white stag will not escape me. Probably still will. We know how this goes by now. We've attempted it a few times and every time it's gone particularly wrong. So what do we have here? Random guy of Northampton Peasant Revolt has declared the Peasant Revolt for Northampton. Led by a disgruntled former soldier. Think the term is good luck with that. Military, let's raise up whatever we've got. That was the wrong button. I can't even disband those guys now. I always end up pressing the wrong button. So I've now just raised these guys up where they're instantly going to get killed. I can try and get them to retreat, but it probably won't work. I was holding down control, which was the wrong button. It does tell you if you mouse over. It is control. What was I holding then? I must have been holding shift. So if you do that, then it won't raise people up in provinces where those guys are. You can sort of work your way around here. Because you're in kind of a derpy place. Everybody else, get yourself into Leicester. We'll unpause. That's very, very unfortunate. We should still have enough men to do this. Lose 20 prestige or become arbitrary. I don't want to become arbitrary. You guys, I don't think, can escape as much as I'd love you to. You are going to rout. You are routing in the right direction. You guys are all going to group up. I don't want to be in the middle. You can be in the middle. We're actually short of a commander here. We've got really crap commanders. You are... Wow. We do really have crap commanders. There's no polite way of putting it. You're not even showing up. Sure, I just made you into a commander. Why aren't you showing up there? Did I do something wrong? Minor titles. Commander, commander, commander. Mayor of Nottingham. Oh, you're my steward. Is that the problem? He's currently not forbidden to lead armies, although I think we have to tell him to stop doing that first. Yeah, there we go. Now, he isn't actually moving into attack yet, which is a good thing. So we should be able to group our army together. It's a shame that I just lost a sizable chunk of my own personal levy there. Got a decent amount of men, though. Now, I think there is a river crossing, so we probably want to group up and attempt to enter from Warwickshire, so we'll do that. Again, we could call in our allies, but it seems a little bit pointless. Once again, I seem to be, for some reason, leading the centre, when that was not what I wanted to do. Always seems to do this when you merge armies together. You seem to end up randomly moving people around. Have I got anyone else that I could raise up? I could get some more vassal levy, I suppose, but it seems a little bit pointless. So hopefully this guy's not going to be too strong. I do have a fair bit of martial ability, so let's group up. The armies, again, it's put me in the middle. I suppose I should lead. I mean, I do have the highest combat modifier. Hopefully I don't get killed here, but let's go ahead and put this revolt down quickly. And hopefully you're going to get your finger out and get this claim on Middlesex so we can start expanding our empire a little bit. So let's go and see how this battle goes here. Well, first of all, he only has one commander right in the middle there. We're already doing a little bit more damage on the flanks. It's equal in the middle. Volley harass tactic. He's doing the feint tactic. We're doing slightly more damage on our side. We do have bigger numbers. The real test will be when the skirmish phase comes. Right, okay, now in the skirmish phase in the middle. We're doing 5 times more damage in the middle. It's still going pretty slowly on at the flanks. Okay, we're now into the skirmish stage and we've routed the middle. We've routed all 3 flanks. That is a win. 48% only, but we're going to chase them down because if we wipe out their army, that should be the end of that problem. There we go. So they might get away from us because they are quick, because they are mainly cavalry. But we did manage to catch them. And that is 100% basically. So let's go ahead and enforce peace. And you are now my prisoner. Good game. So, let's go ahead and disband all of the levies. Now, what did we lose? Did I lose much of my personal levy? Yeah, I lost quite a bit. So I'm sort of 360 troops down on my own personal levy, which is a little bit of a shame. But that's not too terrible. We'll go ahead and just let the game run again. Go back up to speed 4. Although the game does get quite choppy and it does cause some frame rate issues. Prestige is doing well. 619 prestige is good. Even piety is not that bad. A quick look at the realm tree shows us that the autosave automatically closes the realm tree. Again, most of our vassals still liking me. It's mainly a few of the priests that don't. Court Chaplain of Lincoln. This is the guy that I arrested and then let out again. He still likes me. Most of the people here like me a fair amount. Oh, we don't actually have... there's a couple of things that we need to do now. First of all, we need to make sure that our steward is back collecting tithe because he's no longer leading an army. And you are... Yeah, you are in Leicester improving religious relations. What are religious relations like in Leicester? So that's the Bishop of Newstead. Oh no, it's the Bishop of Newstead that was the one that we left. I can't even remember which bishop it was now. He likes us a lot though. He's doing a good job. So that's 2 bishops that like us more than they like the Pope. Any bishops down here that don't? Wow, all of our bishops are actually paying us taxes. That is absolutely amazing. So, with that in mind, I think what we'll actually do, we're going to go all the way down here to Italy, and we're going to get you to improve relations with the Pope, who is our religious head. So, that means we might be able to get the Pope to give us some money later, or maybe help us get a divorce if we need to, or something along those lines. I really, really do want you to hurry up. I'm absolutely... amazed by how slowly you are fabricating this claim. Marshals increased the levy reinforcements, which is nice. Could we get a better Chancellor? You're 16. No, we can't really beat that, unfortunately. Which is a bit of a shame, but to be honest, you have been taking some time there. I know you've still got that almost 16% chance per year, but come on, man. So, while pondering over the guest list for the banquet, I wonder if I should invite one of my friends. Well, yeah, why wouldn't I invite this guy? There'll probably be some downside to it. There always is with this game. It likes to kick you in the balls when you're not looking. Is he actually dead? Died in the dungeons on the 3rd of November. He didn't last long, did he? Do I actually have anybody in my dungeons? Can't even... Obviously under intrigue, isn't it? Intrigue. Prisoners, no. So he did die. Yeah, opinions changing. It's good that keeping that guy happy, actually, because, like I said, he was still... Well, he's not top anymore. Oh, did I just die? I just died. Okay, then. So that changes a few things. No, my heir died. Thought I'd died. Yeah, at the age of 14, Beorthric Voltage died after a period of illness. Well, that's a real pain. Now, my marshal is not going to be in charge here. It is going to be my son, I'm afraid, sir. He's not the greatest of rulers compared to his younger brother, who unfortunately passed on. But you will be voting for him nonetheless, or I will come and I will kick you. Again, we're not really bothered about Imsal being destroyed. Not an issue for me over here. How old are we, actually? 46. And we do still have a couple of other sons. You already have a guardian. We could take over that. You are temperate, deceitful, and proud. Not particularly good modifiers. What about our other son? Our younger son here. Well, he won't have any modifiers yet. He's a hunchback, which is not good. Do I want to take him away from this guy and train him up myself? Think I might. It will upset him a little bit. By minus 15. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem. We are still running, so let's have a quick look. Yeah, it still likes us 100. Now, that guy actually died now. And he's got his 4-year-old heir is now the Earl Ulf of Derby. So we're going to need to go and improve some relations there. I guess we could go and give him an honorary title. If I could actually see it on the list. I don't think you can give honorary titles to minors. Ward honorary title. Yeah, I don't think we can give one to him, so that's fine. We'll wait. Not a big rush. Anyone that we have a CB on? No. Hurry up, dude. Are you just on like a permanent holiday? Saddle my horse. Let's go out once again and try and get this white stag. We're into November of 782. Ah, finally. So we'll lose 100 prestige, which is a bit of a kick in the nuts. But let's go ahead and do that. We'll just slow the game down a little bit. Let's go and get our Chancellor to improve relations with little 4-year-old kiddie there. Not too sure how open he's going to be to diplomacy. You actually have an ally now, which is a real pain in the arse. Which is just the Petty King of Essex. Well, that's who we thought we were going to be fighting against anyway. King of Essex. He's top... Let's have a look here. Yeah, he's got 600 men, so we should be able to win this one pretty easily. So let's go over here. We are going to... Because I don't think we can declare war directly on you. No, we've got to declare war on the top guy anyway. So we're going to declare war for the county of Middlesex. And we are going to send. And then we're going to go and... go into the military screen, raise up all of our levies, not you, because you're just going to get instantly murdered trying to get over here. And we'll get the rest of the people to form up in Northampton. Hopefully everyone can get there quickly. He's just going to go down and try and siege Kent, so that's not too much of a problem. So we'll make sure that we get our army together, and then we'll go down and stomp on his face, and then we'll go and... siege these places out. We could probably go up to speed 3. There's no reason to be going this slow. We have many higher numbers of troops than he does. So, what have we got here? Got another event. Fruitlessly scouring the countryside, you come upon a small cottage in the wilds. A knock and a beautiful young woman opens. She pauses, then gives you a warm inviting look and says, "It's very lonely out here. I wonder if you will stay the night." So we have the option to become lustful, which will increase our intrigue and fertility. Or we can become chaste, which would reduce our fertility but increases our learning, Christian church opinion, monthly piety. We don't really want to lose piety. We don't really need intrigue. I think we'd go for that. We might not even get the... yeah, we didn't get the thing anyway, the modifier, so that's not too bad. Let's group up this army. Again, we're leading the centre. No flipping commanders available at all right now. Commanders. Right, who have we got? Terrible, terrible people. Our steward. We're going to need you again, I'm afraid. Let's go in here and make sure commander on each edge. Army looks relatively balanced. We'll go in here and sit in Middlesex, mainly because we don't have full... Yeah, returned empty-handed again. And our son is now of legal age. Now, this is our son and heir. And he has become an indulgent wastrel. So he's mainly got a stewardship education. His diplomacy is terrible. He's not the worst character I've ever had, though, I'll be quite honest. We need to find him a wife. Be nice if we could find him someone with high diplomacy or high stewardship. Maybe someone that's not too old. Could marry him off to an iceling. Wouldn't... yeah, we get an alliance from that. She has no diplomacy skill at all. Who else have we got here? The Unchaste. Anyone that's particularly good? Doesn't look like it. Let's go have a quick look and use the search all tool. See what we can find. This interface sometimes. There we go. So you're 20, you are Midas touched, you're patient, you're zealous, you are proud, you're also shy and you're content, which is good because it means you're less likely to be a pain in the arse later on. Got a really high stewardship. You are only a courtier though, which would potentially lose us a little bit of our... I think it's probably still one of the best options though. So if we went with you, by clicking on the right button, which I haven't done, arrange marriage, you to my son. We'd lose 200 prestige, which is a kick in the nuts. So don't actually do that, actually. Why wouldn't you do that? Oh, it's because we're actually at war with the person whose court she is in. Okay, so maybe that's not the best option then. So who else do we have? No, she is still quite good. Set you a special interest, because she may even end up being in my court once this war's over. So to that end, let's go and get this war over. We've got almost 4 times as many troops as you have. In fact, let's just change our mind there. We'll go through Surrey because we won't get the river crossing. I'll have to wade through the Thames to go and do this fight. So we've already routed one of his flanks. The other flank should be dropping shortly. And yet his army's just getting smashed. Not even sure who that is, but we've completely decimated your army. We're already at 72%. So let's just go ahead and do the siege. Yeah, he's got a few guys wandering around, but he's got 51 men. What can they do? Nothing really. So we'll go and siege this province out first. And then we'll see if we can arrange that that marriage. Our son's also unlanded, but that's fine because we can solve that problem because we'll shortly be taking Middlesex, so we can give him that county. So that's not too much of a problem. Now we could go ahead and assault this. If we did that, we'd lose a lot of men. You see the AI's doing what the AI usually does, is he's wandering little random groups of troops around and realising he doesn't actually have enough men to siege anything, which is fine. Siege ticks are quite slow. It's only 6.4% every 12 days. But we're running at a decent speed, so that's not too much of a problem. Yeah, he's just moving his men backwards and forwards. He just doesn't actually have enough manpower there to siege anything. I still don't think he will have with 100 men. He's going to go and try somewhere else now, though. Yep, again, he's got that little red marker there indicating he has too few men to siege. So we're getting there. There's 23% left of the morale, minus 6.4% every 12 days. So 48 days time, we will have completed that. Levy reinforcements are always good. Prisoner is complaining about his dark cell in the dungeon, asking for more suitable accommodations. Who actually are you? What do we want to do? We don't want to lose diplomacy. Yeah, let him rot. Who cares? How are we going with this siege? I'd like to sort of finish it before we end the video off, even though we've gone a little bit over. And victory. Still don't have 100% war score, though. So let's move in and siege out the other province. Earl's Opinion, that's just the guy over here in Derby who we were sucking up to. So if we have a quick look there now. He's at 98, which is really good. So how long is it going to take us to do this? Now there's actually fewer defenders here. So this should flip more quickly. Actually it's not, it's only 6% every 12 days. He's trying to flip that back. I think we can go and engage there safely. 99%. He may still offer to surrender. Unlike EU4, you need 100% war score to actually enforce your demands, but sometimes the AI will get to a point where they've just realised they're losing and will instantly just offer to surrender. He hasn't done that though, which is a little bit disappointing. Now again, I could just assault, which would, you know, pretty much guarantee me getting this quickly, but then I would lose a lot of men, and considering more of the men in this army are my own personal army, what would happen is I would become very weak, and it's possible that one of my vassals could rise up and fight against me. So this is one of my other children. 50% chance of becoming arbitrary, or cruel, or proud, which we don't really want him to have. Wrath or proud? Well, they're slightly better traits than arbitrary and cruel. So let's go for it. He's getting the Wrath trait, not too bad. It'll make him a good commander. At least one thing, we'll be able to use our sons as commanders if we need to. We're only running on speed 3. I'm going to go up to speed 4. Again, not normally something that I do while fighting, but just because I want to get this all sorted out before we end the video. Mainly because if I don't, I'll forget what I'm doing. We have a child who lacks a guardian, which is our daughter. Educate child, and we will find somebody who we would like to get some opinion with. Nobody of a particular importance. You're a Grey Eminence, actually. You might be quite good for educating our daughter, so that'll improve things with you. Let's make sure we just stay unpaused. It shouldn't take too long now. We are very, very close. Oh, brilliant. We actually get our hunting dog comes from the Earl of Oxford. So 1 diplomacy and +1 health, and we'll call him Faithful. So now we've got that +1 health modifier and +1 diplomacy from the hunting dog. So very good. Okay, we're at 100% here. So we're going to offer peace and enforce our demands. Okay, so we've won that. We're going to bring our armies back to our own territory so we can stand them down safely. So we will just go and stand down all the levies there. Now, we've got an unlanded son. Vassal inheritance warning. Don't need to worry too much about this. So if we look over here, Middlesex, we want to find our son. And can we grant you County of Middlesex, including lower titles? Yep, so we now have a landed son. He isn't married. We can arrange a marriage with him, though. We wanted this Ainsworth woman. So you are our son, yep. You want to marry... Was it her? No, it wasn't her. Begins with an E. It's because she's not in our court. That's why. Too many pop-ups. It's you. Arrange marriage. You to my son, who's no longer in my court, which makes it a real pain now. I did that in the wrong order. Should have got him married off first. Okay, so assuming I can't do that then, let's just see if we can get him married to somebody relatively decent in his own court. Arrange marriage between yourself and... I guess the High Stewardship Iceling is probably as good as he's going to do, isn't it? The Earl will not accept my offer. That's a little bit of a shame. I can't actually arrange the marriage for him. Oh well, messed that up slightly. What have we got here? Titles can be usurped. The Petty Kingdom of Essex, which we don't want to do just yet. Well, we could do. We could usurp that because now that we have elective succession or elective monarchy, we can actually guarantee that it stays, they all belong to the same person. Vassal inheritance warning. There are vassals with worrisome lines of succession. On death, their titles might pass from your realm. And that's going to be Tottenham, which is down here. So, why is that? So it's basically, it's this barony down here. If this guy dies, his heir is the Petty King of Essex. But that's fine, because we will be dealing with him shortly anyway. So I'm not too bothered about that. So that is probably a good point to end. We've made it through 4 videos, so that's certainly better than the previous attempt. We've got a decent amount of money. We've got a decent amount of prestige. We're not over our domain limit. We haven't been attacked by our vassals yet. We've gained a bit of land. I think it's all going quite well so far, touching wood very much. And I'll see you guys next time. So until then, goodbye for now.